Good morning. It's a beautiful day for a run. So today's question of the day, what is fitness? Yeah, I don't know if I learned this in high school gymnastics or one of the required phys ed classes I took in college, but I've noticed for a long time that fitness requires doing at least two different sports, things that work the body in different ways. So when I did karate starting in 1993, I lifted weights, which is actually something I started picking up in high school when I was on a swim team. But like doing two different things, right, is a necessary component of being fit. So fitness involves building your endurance. Here, I'm gonna have to walk around this. Look at this ice. Oh, looks like we had some melt and refreezing here. It's still below freezing temperature, so it feels pretty warm after the cold weather we had, really cold. So anyway, back to fitness, right? Involves cultivating four things, as I understand them. These are the things. This is fitness for longevity, by the way. There might be a different sense of fitness for specific sports. Like for instance, if you want to ride your bike in the Tour de France, right? There might be very specific types of fitness. If you're running your high school cross country team, very specific types of fitness you want to cultivate for those sports. I'm talking about just living in a long life, which is really what my high school gym teachers had emphasized too. Even if in practice they're doing pretty much what every other high school gym teacher does. Yeah, or maybe this has been a change in high school physical education towards longevity. Yeah, so fitness for longevity involves cultivating not just endurance, but also strength, flexibility, and balance. These are the aspects of fitness you want to have as you get old, right? Balance, because so many people in that final decade die after they fall and break a hip, right? That also involves strength, endurance, because endurance lengthens those telomeres, which ultimately decide just how long we live before we pass away, right? And flexibility, because we lose flexibility as we age, you know. So I'm really finding that in my shoulder recently. Yeah, so every sport will cultivate one of those things, right? Endurance, strength, flexibility, or balance more than others. For instance, when I was doing mostly yoga just before COVID hit, I was really developing my flexibility, to a somewhat lesser extent strength, through those holds you do in them, which are isometric strength building exercises, similar to what's done in gymnastics. But not much aerobic endurance, but I was also cultivating balance to some extent, right? But yeah, mostly flexibility is the focus there. So, since my main sport, my main exercise mode today, look at that sun coming up, is jogging, right? That mostly cultivates aerobic endurance. So when I do cross training, such as strength building and yoga for flexibility, you know, I'm picking these modes that are cultivating other aspects of fitness, things I want as I age. Come up to the bigger road. And similarly, if you want to live a long life, you know, you definitely, first thing, the biggest gains are going from doing no activity to doing some sport or activity, some exercise. And those are the biggest gains in longevity. But after that, looking at that whole picture, what does a mobile, able 95-year-old look like? And that is, they have some endurance, strength, flexibility, and balance. On a side note, I've been in Strava for 2.5 years, and I've used it as a social media site, not for the exercise stuff, because I get all that off of Garmin Connect, which came with the watch, right? But Strava actually, this year for the first year, is putting their year in review, their year in running or year in activities, year in exercise behind a paywall. It's sad, but I understand. You gotta pay people salaries and stuff. But it's a little bit sad because that's one of the things I like to share out each year. My year in review. I can still get the information off of Garmin, so it's no real big loss. Just something Strava's doing now. Beautiful sunny day. I'm so grateful when someone doesn't run me over. That's the bike path, not done. It's fine. I just have to be on the road. This is one of the split roads. I hate them because you're so close to the traffic and people drive so very fast. Not to me. Okay, let's get the sidewalks done over there in front of medical center. This little one is a little extensive. There we go. Oh, look at that sun. Oh my, beautiful, beautiful. days of my run streak. Okay, a little over hour 45. That's 26 days of my run streak. And a little talk about fitness, developing my endurance right now, but also some strength in my legs, right? Still have to work on flexibility and balance. I do have physical therapy later today, and a lot of those are shoulder strength and flexibility exercises.